Man, Canadians, am I right?
Thomas, I can't start you if you're gonna keep doing stuff like that.
What do you mean?
Alright, gang. This is the first session that'll be recorded and posted on our channel. Probably in 4 days.
Yes.
Look, that's if we get the damn thing set up in time.
Hey, shush. So we've got me, the DM, running the entire event. And our player today is Thomas, and we have Danny here, my secretary,
Hello.
also doing voices and sound effects when I feel like I don't want to talk anymore.
I am also a DM.
You'll find that out in a different video. It's fine. We're gonna make a lot of videos tonight. I'm sorry. Anyways,
It's a good thing to have backup content.
not just that. I'm just gonna have we got a lot of explaining to do in this 1 month.
So liches, am I?
Shut up.
Okay,
Don't
can we move
spoil
on,
anything.
please, before this thing gets 3 hours long?
It's gonna be 3 hours long. I'm doing it for Thomas. I can do this all night. It's only 6 o'clock. It's only 7 o'clock. We'll be here for days. All right, Thomas. Give me a rundown of who this character is. Their name is apparently Raynaud. Raiden.
They're Ray, and because they're a patchwork, they have no ability to cast magic. So they just mastered into getting some nonsense mount. That's gonna be up to you exactly what I'm mounted on.
Oh,
It's
goodness.
probably gonna be spooky and Halloween related because of definitely not seasonal. But they're patchworks. They can't cast magic, but their mount has a reasonable power rating, so they'll be able to use their mount's aura and mana to cast instead.
Great rundown on what your character's abilities are. What are they doing in this situation? What is the normal daily routine of your character?
I haven't actually decided yet. I was entirely going to depend on hearing exactly what the campaign is like to figure out whether they're like an evil madman who has the evil death horse with them, or they're a very nice person who takes great care of their animal and just happens to live in a terrible, terrible place. Because whatever this campaign is, it's obviously going to be awful.
So,
It's Halloween.
come on. Have
Full
faith
of
in my...
skeletons and spiders and
No spiders for me, no thank you. Okay.
legally questionable content.
Legally questionable, yes. Alright. So, first things first, anyone's free to join the chat. I just will have to make it so that I can't hear you on my end.
To banish Javi.
Yeah, there'll be more than enough memes about Javi in a month, okay? We don't need to make them now.
Yeah.
So, important business that I need to have spoken now. The only 2 screens I'll actually put on the screen is probably this and the recording. Yeah, I should probably deafen myself if I'm going to stay in the chat. Anyways.
This won't break the chair, right?
No, you're fine. It's actually quite durable. We also have some nice ominous background music for you guys that are listening, so...
It's probably royalty free.
We're hoping it's royalty free.
Hopefully
We
it's
just
that legal
searched it
stuff.
up, hopefully. They say it is
We'll
probably
trust it
fine.
is. Anyways.
I'll just bring my instruments next time and we'll record shitty background.
Shitty live jazz in this session for Halloween.
I'll bring my music maker, my 2 stringed instruments I have which are unlabeled, and my half-broken
accordion.
Yeah.
If only I still had my keyboard.
Goodness, I just need to go find a trumpeter and we've got a whole orchestra.
Yes.
So I have to get you a trumpet now. Thanks for this information.
I have a trumpet.
So you're bringing your trumpet as well. Thanks for this information. Alright, so Thomas, the village you live in is a very large village. It's still considered a village, not a town or city. It's still considered a village. But it is very large, and it seems to be making a lot of money, which seems to go back into its infrastructure. So for a village, you typically have dirt paved roads. There's actual cobblestone laid out for you. There are carriages. There's even a decently sized guard for the village, but it's still considered a village. You haven't gotten the right requirements to be considered a town or city. Don't worry, it's a fantasy setting. There's always weird requirements.
So my mount has a power setting of 3 to refresh your memory.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be walking alongside them through the town. And I'm here as some sort of adventurer, right? I don't know what my life's purpose is. I don't know enough about this campaign.
Thomas.
Did I just hear in the hall knocking?
Yes.
I'm
Anyway.
sure that's actually royalty free, not gonna lie.
Pretty sure it is.
Okay, so that confirms to us that, yeah, this is probably good. So
Alright.
I am an infected patchwork, which
Yes.
means I wasn't originally a patchwork, so I'm just sort of wandering the world as one now.
Yes.
As a man of many skills, I'm an athlete, a navigator, a janitor, and a chauffeur.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
So as a navigator, you know that this village, I keep calling it a city. This village appears on the map, but compared to how they describe it in most books and such, it's way bigger than what they originally said. It seems like this place should really be on the map as like a point for adventurers and people to stop in case of emergencies. You know, the kind of place you go to when you're running low on supplies.
What locations aren't on the map?
This village has the village has a. I love that. This village has a governor's shop, a guard post, which your maps usually don't tell you about that. Yeah,
Maybe turning down the TV volume a bit is a strat.
yeah, I'll turn the TV on. Right. So why don't we do the entire beginning because no one can hear us?
Yeah,
Anyways.
there's noise in the background. It's not just that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think that maybe music isn't a great strat, but we prefer to have it when we're running the sessions.
Just because I can't do a silence. So, people are a little shaken up. Some people are calming down and heading home, but a lot of people are still wandering the streets, shouting names of children and asking people for help. They seem to be very wary of you though. Like they see you when they cross the street. You're a patchwork. You're frightening
I'm a
people
weird
again.
zombie person.
Exactly.
Except for I'm an infected one, so I'd still look pretty alive.
You look alive enough, but it's not entirely just because you're a patchwork. It's something else is causing them to see you and be like, yeah, let's not go near
You
that.
clarified that I have like maps or knowledge of the place, because I imagine I'm a traveler. I map.
You're a navigator. You travel.
And I'm also a
lot. Yeah.
navigator, so I have maps.
Yes.
And you said the map doesn't quite match up to the place.
The map you have of the area lists this place as not a very good spot, not worth stopping by. Like,
I was going to say, it shows that the town is smaller than it is. The first thing I'm going to is any spots where the map doesn't line up.
so, the map isn't a map of this. Well, you do have a map of the city, but the first one that doesn't line up is the guard's tower, the mayor's shop, mayor's what's the governor's place?
Mayor's office?
The governor's office.
Yeah.
The mayor's office, yeah. Mayor, governor, same difference. And there is a large divot in the land at a certain point where the farms should have been.
I'm going to assume that my mount is a spider at this point.
Oh, God, I hate you.
And I'm going to mount them using my free ability to just mount them. I can mount it without an action.
It is
I
your
have mount.
familiar, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, but
Well,
for the
you're
first
fine.
level of rider, I have mount, so I can just instantly do it.
Right.
I just teleport onto them,
Just vroom.
and then I'm using them to explore the pit.
Oh, God.
The pit first. Why not go to the mayor's office?
He's riding a giant spider, that's why.
It's still the mayor's office.
Well, yeah, but the spider... So the
I'm a weird infected person who's infected with the undead plague. I'm just not undead. And I'm also riding a terrifying spider.
a very large spider creature.
Never mind. I guess you shouldn't go to the mayor's
I
office.
feel
You're
like
gonna get
walking
shot on
into the
sight.
mayor's office first thing probably isn't the strat for me.
Oh,
Probably
Jesus,
a
that's a
bad
box.
idea. Well, I'm just exploring the pit. Anything seem
Okay.
interesting?
So as you near the pit, you don't have mind's eye, so you... I do have cards.
Okay, good.
Do I have cards? Really?
In your fucking vicinity, smart
like that.
one.
You want to get me another deck from the windowsill, actually?
If I can sit up,
Here's
yes.
a windowsill just full of cards.
The windows are just one card.
You get to pick the deck. The
These
black
are
one is
weird.
probably the most Hollywood one we have, though.
I'm just gonna pick whatever one I managed to pick up and here we go. Random bicycle.
Almost all my cards are bicycle decks, but this is like the most strongest one.
It's somehow not any better anytime I sip it, and I keep expecting it to be.
I don't know why. You're weird. It's just not good.
Maybe if I drink it with half a can of olive juice, it'll taste
No!
better.
Sit your butt in that seat.
Can't wait for them to know how much of a prancid monster human you are.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, I do nothing terrible.
We're gonna have to do
Is that why you're in charge of Lovecraftian horrors in this world?
Nah.
And I'm just the secretary.
I just create monsters. It's fine. I only use the parts of the character sheet I created because I know them the best. Honestly, that's most of it.
It's a good chunk of it at this point because no one else is creating stuff, and I'm waiting for New Year's to create for the next big expansion.
Yeah, I've created like 4 or 5 characters now. I've created a few of the backgrounds. I've reworked a bunch of them. I helped create the professions. I didn't do all of them, but I helped.
Yeah.
I helped create a good portion of the descriptions and buffs.
Alright. So, you reach the edge of the pit. We're probably going to cut a lot of this and put it into videos and stuff. It's fine.
I'm probably going to gain the first aid fee by the end of the session.
Probably. So, you reach the edge of the pit. I'm not doing this. You reach the edge of the pit and you see just a lot of floating pumpkins. Just a lot of floating pumpkins. For no real reason. They're jack-o'-lanterns. You're on a spider. I'm pretty sure you're attached to it pretty well. It's going down the side of the wall. Roll me a reflex save.
Okay, I'm going to go with spades. It's a very average roll.
That's an ace
That is
of
an
hearts.
ace of hearts.
That's a pretty friggin' good roll.
Oh, I thought that was just very average because
That's
it's
like
a neutral roll.
that's like a 15. That's a 14.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a 14. So your spider just, I guess that spider sense is like Spider-Man. It just skids upwards rapidly up the wall, and an explosion bursts out the side.
I never okayed this with you, but can my character have like a lance or spear of some kind?
Yeah.
Just like a big pokey stick.
Yeah, you're level 25. You have some weapon.
Not much in the way of damage on it, just pokey stick.
Just a long stick to poke things with.
I'm on my spider thing with gross long spider legs. I don't want to have to reach out to try and hit someone. I'm gonna have a long pokey stick to stab you.
I'll let you have 2C of extra damage with that thing.
Okay.
Make sure to change it on your character sheet. I'll just take money from your character and trade it in for items as we play if you want to do it like that.
I don't actually remember what the original thing is. This is fine.
So, what do you do after the spider skillfully dodges that explosion?
There's an explosion.
In the wall, yeah, the wall exploded outward.
So are the pumpkins still there?
Yeah, there's still a bunch of pumpkins just floating around.
Any of them seem unusual, like lit up.
They're all jack-o'-lanterns upon closer inspections. They all have.
I'm taking my lance and like spearing one of them on the end of it.
Give me.
I now have a lantern.
You're not attacking it. You're just like kind of scooping it up.
I'm assuming it's just a pumpkin, so I'm just like puncturing one part of it to have it on the end of my lance.
So it is a jack-o'-lantern. So there's like a face carved into it.
So I could just scoop it up by
With
poking through
one of
the
the
face.
holes. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
Like I scoop it up, maybe my lance kicks through the other end, but I'm just having it here because it's producing light.
Give me an Arcana check.
Diamonds. You should stop slapping the car. I die.
Give me
because I
a
got
reflex
max
save.
crit fail.
Give me a reflex save.
Diamonds.
You good? Well.
It looks like I'm doing poorly because there was 2 crit fails in a row.
So first, for the Arcana check, you got the Queen of Clubs, and you got for your reflex save the Jack of Spades. So upon making contact with the jack-o'-lantern, it causes a violent explosion, dealing you. I'm giving it. I'm doubling the. Its damage is doubled because this is effectively. This is effectively. What's the word? This is effectively a crit success for them. So
bring out the dice to determine your rolls.
no, it's we'll just have Danny do it.
Huh?
Danny, call a suit.
I'd much rather trust dice.
You trust luck over your friend.
Yes.
Okay.
That isn't a distrust in you, Dan. It's a blind trust
My
in
dick
dice.
is bigger than yours.
Want a test?
Hey guys, this is supposed to go in. A few inappropriate jokes in here and there won't hurt. We're fine.
I feel like we should confirm very early on that this is meant for an 18-plus audience. There's gore. There's some sexy things. We are not marketing towards children. This is
Definitely
not
not.
intended for children.
Definitely not.
That spear is going to go through someone.
We'll definitely kill someone at some point.
That spear is going to be like
I'm already
elbow
mounting
deep
a
in someone's
terrible
guts.
spider.
Yeah. I just
This
don't.
is not for children.
Yeah.
Maybe we should put that warning at the beginning of the video.
We should put that in like the thumbnail of all of our videos.
Honestly, yes.
We'll put
correct.
that. We'll also put that on like the video that opening up to the channel and a lot of other stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah, this channel is not intended for children, but I
Yeah.
feel like I should say it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, some adults tend to ignore
Creature
that.
called clubs.
Clubs. Well, so we did double damage.
No.
That's 14.
Pattern of pendulum.
That's 14. My favorite thing to do, if it's over 12, I'm just gonna do first card's gonna count for 12. Because this is one suit of damage. 4 times 12 is 48.
It
48.
took us about the same amount of time.
It also got a king of clubs and a 5 of hearts. It's 26 plus 5 is 31
My
plus
character has 31 defense.
1. You took 49 damage.
What? You've got defense.
Yeah.
I'm a tank.
I did do the math.
I just explained how I negated most of it with ordinary armor.
I am telling you that this 4 is 48. These 2 cards is 31.
Why?
This is 1 suit and 2 cards. That is 14 cards.
Doesn't really explain it, but alright.
You idiot!
Calm. Calm.
Alright, purple. There's my monster dice.
Do you not understand how numbers work, Thomas?
You're showing me 3 cards and saying it's worth 40. Explain.
1 suit.
Yes.
That's 12 cards.
And they called clubs. That is a hearts.
So it's just a regular 4. It's not the roll, it's the actual. This is damage.
Yes.
These all are damage.
I have 37 defense, actually.
37. This is equal to 31. This is 48. You took 41 damage.
Cool. We should confirm my creature's stats at some point.
I don't mind if the players don't know the stats, but sure, if you want to confirm, go right ahead.
Well, I don't have it set up. I just mean you should tell me what they are because I'm going to use its mana to heal me.
Oh, your mount.
Because I have Sync, which allows me to use its mana to heal me.
Gosh.
Because I have a heal spell, which is heal tier 5.
Giant monster spider, right?
I have heal tier 5. It has a power rating of 3.
Okay, just where you have your cursor, we'll give it. Okay, so it's power 3. I'll give it strength 3, con 6, agility 5, and mind 2. Did you get that all?
Yes, 33652.
Yep. Okay.
Did you have to count that out on my phone?
I just had to mark it down. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It probably doesn't have enough mana to cast my heal spell.
Darn.
It has a total of 6 mana.
Yeah, sounds like
I have a heal tier 5.
Thomas, why did you create such a powerful spell if your only means of casting was your mount?
Shut up, nerd.
Like, Thomas, come on!
No.
Your only means of casting was your
dug
mount?
yourself that grave.
Ugh. Could have at least got all 5 levels of riders so that it would have had a higher power.
But then I wouldn't have the thing I actually wanted to use, which was Guardian. Nope, I guess I can't heal myself, but I'm ow, fine.
He's still, ow, fine.